action. They'll take on the Bobcats of Peru State as we get underway in the 2017 portion of the season. Joe All next door to us, and Joe, tell you what, we missed the game Saturday. Probably could have played, but because of the threat of ice, that game on the 13th, and here we are, ready to battle against Peru.
Yeah, a lot of teams called off over the weekend, but Ken, a couple teams that really need a win tonight. The Vikings have lost 9 of their last 10 conference games. Peru State on the flip side has lost 11 of their last 13. So both these teams hungry for a win. Had an overtime battle up in Peru back in November, so this should be a good game.
In that first game, Dieter McCoy had 27 points, and Niebrug had 16 for Peru. And by the way, a stat given to me today, Niebrug has scored 15 points the last 2 games. She has 10 double-digit scoring outings this season, so she's going to be kind of one of the keys.
Yeah, she will be, and you got to stop her. And I think another player, freshman Stevie Lone Dog, I don't think she played the first semester, but I think she's come on board and given this team a lift since the first of the year.
Well, Valley won the rebounding battle in that first game, 46-31. Peru was 9 of 21 from beyond the arc, and I remember that day we just looked at each other. They just continue to shoot the threes, don't they?
They do,
They were 9 out of 21 that day.
And they're a very young team. I think he says he'll have 4 or 5 freshmen that will play quite a bit of time tonight. So, both he and the Vikings are playing hard. They're battling. They're playing hard. A tough game the last time out. They had a chance. Played Clark right down to the wire, led a good part of the game, then lost at the end, but gave a very good effort. So I look for the Vikes to bounce back tonight.
All right, Tim Dixon a little late coming out of the locker room with his team, so we're unable to have an interview with him beforehand. We'll talk to Coach after the game. I do see one of the Vikings, Peyton Funk, still on crutches. She will not play. But the good news is that we see number 25, Lindsey Denny, back in uniform. She was out the last game with a rib problem. So good to see Denny. Good to see Lindsey back into the contest.
Well, and also good to see Veronica Petkova out there. Yeah. And this is Jordan Salas. Is Jordan playing tonight too? Both of those girls were injured the last game out. They got injured in that game here Jordan against Clark. I don't see Jordan out there, but I do see Veronica. So last time we talked, we did not know the extent of those injuries.
Now, Veronica, it looks like she has a shiner. I don't know if it's that same collision or not, but she'll be playing, and she'll work hard. Again, did not have a chance to visit with Tim Dixon. Came out late. We'll have Tim after the ball game. But Joe, you did have a chance to visit with Chuck Brewer. He's the head coach of the Bobcats.
Okay, chatting now with Peru State's women's coach Chuck Brewer. And Coach, you told me you've been out of school we're out of school earlier this week. Can't practice on days when you don't have class, so you guys might play pretty well tonight. Who knows?
We'll try a little reversal, no practice, and see if the less coaching I do, the better we play.
Well, I'm sure that's not true, but the last time you played Missouri Valley, we played up in Peru back in November. Valley led by 8 at half, led by 6 at the end of 3 quarters. Your girls made a heck of a comeback in the 4th quarter, tied it up, and then Valley got you by 1 in overtime.
Yeah, it was. I thought our kids really battled back. Certainly, we've had a couple close games. We haven't been on the winning side this year, but that's the one thing I love. No matter what the score, our kids, and we're very young. We start 2 freshmen, and usually we start 3, and so our kids they're learning how to play hard and getting a lot of experience. So, we're looking forward to the future, but we're also looking forward to every time we have a game. Our kids are excited about playing, and they're looking forward to see if we can pick up some W's here in the second half of the conference.
Well, I know they play hard. I remember that from the last game. And Abigail Niebrug and Deandra Williams, 2 your players leading you in scoring. Both of those girls averaging in double figures right now.
Right. Both those kids are doing a real good job. Deandra just has 1 year of play with us. She was playing at D2 last year at Western New Mexico State, and this is probably the level she should be at. And she's worked real hard and just a really good kid. And Abigail, being from Omaha, a local gal, and she's a sophomore this year, and she's coming into her own. Great kid. She plays both ends very well, as good as anybody in the conference. She plays great defense, and McCoy kind of lit her up last time, but she's a little under the weather today here. We got a couple of kids with stomach flu and things like that. So not that we're using that excuse, because we're not. But it's nice. It's nice your kids are going to still come out and compete hard.
Okay, you play Missouri Valley. You've had some real battles with the Vikings the last couple of years, including that last game in November. This should be a good one tonight.
Well, I think it will too. We're sure hoping. When we came here played last year, we just didn't adjust to the atmosphere and stuff in here, the setting of the gym, and we didn't play well. And credit to Missouri Valley, because they came out and put it on pretty good. So we're hoping we can. We play our worst ball on the road. We played some good games on the road, but we haven't really performed well on the road like we want to. So we're hoping we can get it going here tonight.
All right, so there you have the comments of Chuck Brewer. Here are the starting lineups. First of all, for Peru, we mentioned Abigail Niebrug, as she is their leading scorer, 11.4 a game, 5'7" junior. Brooke Maeda, a 5'2" freshman. Kylie Guru, 5'7" sophomore. We mentioned Deandra Williams, a 5'10" senior. And then DJ Cato at 5'6" junior. So there you have the starting lineup for the Vikings. At point tonight will be Dasha Ivanova. Played her junior college ball at Moberly Area Community College. She is out of Russia, but she is the point guard tonight. Veronica Petkova, 9.3 points a game, back in the starting lineup, as is Ashley Ward, 12.4. Dee Dee McCoy, the leading scorer and rebounder, 16.3 a game, 7.1 rebounds. And good to see Lindsay Denny back in uniform. She'll be starting the 5'11 seniors. So it'll be McCoy, Ward, Petkova, Denny, and Ivanova against Niebrug, Maeda, Guru, Williams, and Cato.
I made a mistake. I said Veronica Petkova. It was Haley Meyer. Haley Meyer and Jordan Salas both got hurt late in that game last week against Clark, and I'm not sure.
I think either one of them's in uniform.
I don't see
tonight.
Haley. I don't see either one of those girls. Those are two pretty key players. So, all right, we're ready to go here. Getting set to jump it up. It's the Vikings against Peru State. Vikes played a good game against Clark in their last outing. They came up a little short. Let's see if we can get one tonight. Ashley Ward outside as the Vikes get the opening tap. Gets it out to Petkova. Veronica takes it to the baseline with a left-hand dribble, and there's going to be a foul here to start out the game. And I think that foul is going to come up against Kylie Guru. Kylie Guru gets the foul for the Peru State Bobcats. That's the first foul of the game. Now Denny. Lindsay is sporting a white headband tonight. Goes up for a 15-foot jumper. Splash! Knocks it down. So Lindsay Denny, who had to sit out the last game with an injury, knocks down a 15-foot jumper. Good start for the Vikings, Ken.
Real good start for Lindsay. Good to see her back. She's a key to this ball. She's a big key on this club.
All right, Peru now driving high post. It goes to Williams. Now it comes down into the corner to Maeda. Maeda skips it head of the key to Niebrug. Got to stay on her. Now Guru comes around a screen. Now gets it on the right wing. Niebrug puts up a short jumper. I think that shot was partially blocked that time. Here come the Vikings. Petkova, left wing. Veronica gets it high post to Denny. Denny squares up. Nice pass to Ashley Ward. Basket and one. And boy, what a start for Lindsay Denny. She hit that bucket to start the game, then made a great pass that time to Ashley Ward. Ashley, a nice backdoor cut, does what she does best, goes to the basket, lays it in, and draws the foul.
Boy, let's get on this team early. As you heard their coach say, they don't play well on the road. Maybe put some doubt in if you can get a big lead early.
That foul comes up on Deja Cato, and real quickly, that's the second foul against Peru as Ashley knocks down the free throw. The Vikes have scored the first 5 points of the game. Good start. Now it goes outside to Williams. Deandra Williams averaging double figures. Now she tries to whip it into Kylie Guru. It goes off her hands out of bounds. So Peru State turns it over. Pressure by the Bobcats. Vikes get it into Ivanova. Now Deidre gets it across to Petkova. Veronica to Denny. Lindsay head of the key to Ward. Now the Vikes, Ashley will set the offense. Ashley on the right wing, Petkova. Petkova around a Denny screen, into the hoop, up off the glass and in. Kind of start you want. The Vikings have scored the first 7. 3 different girls have scored, 7-zip Mo Valley.
A little doubt in these girls' minds early on.
Get the team on the road down early. Good things tend to happen. Now Niebrug drives with the left hand. Is that going to be on Ashley? That's a foul on Ashley Ward. Ashley Ward guarding Abigail Niebrug. Niebrug averages 11.5 points a game, and that time Ashley, a little bit of a bump as the guard for Peru State drove to the left. Now the Bobcats set the offense. Cato to Niebrug, down low now to Williams. She squares up on Denny. Now into the corner, almost threw it away. They're going to say that time that Brooke Miata stepped out of bounds, so 2 straight turnovers now for Peru, and now set up that press one more time.
Yeah, Maeda was on the baseline with that left foot, tried to save it, but the official right on the spot.
So Vikes trying to get their 4th conference win. They won their first 2 games. This was one of the teams they beat early on in the conference race. Denny, nice pass to Ivanova. Dasha off the glass, left this one short. And I think that's the first miss for the Vikings. I believe it is. 3 out of 4 now. Here comes Maeda. Across the timeline for the Bobcats. Right wing, deep 3 by Niebrug. Hit the front of the rim and missed. And the rebound corralled by Lindsey Denny. Denny playing a good game here to start out. Here comes McCoy, right wing to Dasha. I like that name, Dasha. Now Dasha comes around a screen. Now goes in with the left hand, throws up a runner, got it. Nice running jump shot. That time Dasha Ivanova on the dead run, flipped it up on the run, banked it off the glass. Vikes have scored the first 9 points of the game. Cato outside Niebrug. Peru State looking for their first trickle of the net. Cato guarded by Petkova, down to 10 on the shot clock. Good defense by the Vikings here. Niebrug cut off by Ivanova. Into the corner, 2 on the shot clock. A desperation shot by Niebrug, and that's probably just what that team needed. The shot clock winding down. Abigail Niebrug just kind of threw it up there and swished it. Now Petkova the other way with the left hand is good. So the Vikes, Niebrug hits the 3, but the Vikes, great transition offense. They get it ahead to Petkova. She lays it in. She's got 4. Vikes lead it 11-3.
This press hasn't bothered the Vikings at all here in the first couple
giving
minutes.
Them a couple easy baskets, really. Williams, skip pass over to Guru. Her 3 off the left wing, good.
2. They gave her a 2.
Gave her a 2. Yep. So the Bobcats have hit their last 2 shots. A 3 by Abigail Niebrug, and now a basket by Kylie Guru. Now Deidre McCoy the other way, good. Wow, everything going right for the Vikings right now is that way, Deidre. And that's kind of her patented move, that spin move. That time she went to the right, spun back with the left hand, and fired it off the glass. And again, I think the Vikes have hit, 6 out of 7 shots, I believe.
5 out of 6, right? No, 6 out of 7
6
with that basket there, about 85%.
6 out of 7.
Yeah, you can't complain about that. Nope. Peru State 2 out of 4. But again, this press doing no good whatsoever, and I'm surprised that Coach Brewer going to stay in it because all it's doing is give the Vikings layups.
Yeah, they're doing what you have to do against the press. Beat the press and then take the ball to the basket. When you do that, you make the team pay, and that's exactly what the Vikings are doing right now.
Good timeout taken by Peru as they're already down 13-5. Right now is when you really want the Vikings to just put the pedal to the metal and continue to roll in this ball game. They already lead it by the score of 13-5.
Okay, it'll be Bobcat ball. 6:14 left to play in the first quarter. Vikes in command here early. Let's see if we keep the pedal to the metal here, Ken. Guru down low. Williams tries to post up on Ramsey, who's in the ball game. Tessa Ramsey, who just checked in.
And Maddie McPhillips in for Peru.
Bobcats will inbound. McPhillips will trigger under her own basket. Looking, now gets it into the corner. Maeda, stop and go. Had it knocked away. Now they're going to call her for a double dribble. She went up in the air, and they say she touched the ball with both hands. So that'll be a double dribble against the Bobcats. That's about their 3rd or 4th turnover.
Again, they keep that press on.
McCoy ahead to Ramsey. Vikes have a 2-on-1. Petkova, baseline jumper. This one pinballs out. Rebound Guru. Now Guru throws it away. As Guru got the rebound, tried to hit one of her teammates, but instead threw it right to Peru State head coach Chuck Brewer. Coach Tim Dixon stands up, yells out play number 3, so the Vikes will inbound right in front of the Peru State bench. McCoy to throw it in. Gets it into Ramsey. Ramsey squares up. Now hands to McCoy. Deidre goes baseline into the corner to Ward. Back out to Veronica. Now Petkova back to Ward. Ward with the left-hand drive. Put it up, hit the bottom of the backboard. Just a little bit too far under the basket that time. Here comes Peru. Deep 3 by McPhillips. This one misses. Rebound Ward. The Vikes doing a good job getting that ball up and down the floor pretty quickly. Now Petkova drives the baseline, and she's going to be bumped, I think, by Deandra Williams. As that time Petkova put the ball on the deck with a left hand, went right down that baseline, and Williams picks up the foul, and that's team foul number 3 against the Bobcats. The Vikings have only 1. Missouri Valley to inbound, leading 13-5. Petkova guarded by Carew. Wraps it into Ramsey. Ramsey, a left-hand shot up and good.
Everything's working.
Hey, I got my phrase for tonight. Guru from Peru.
Guru from Peru. Everything's working for the Vikings tonight.
Deep three by Niebrug, and that knocks it down. Niebrug knocks down her second triple. Give her 6 points in the game. She's the leading scorer on this team, averaging 11.5 points a game. Now the Vikes, for the first time today, I think, throw that ball away against the press.
Yeah, and that time, Ramsey was running down the sideline. Deidre tried to throw it to her and threw it over her head.
Got to keep a hand up on Niebrug.
Yeah, she's probably the only gal that's really going to hurt you offensively for Peru.
Now the Bobcats get it across. They get it high post, DeAndre Williams. Now she skips it back to Guru into the corner. McPhillips had it knocked away by McCoy, but Williams gets it back off the glass. Good. Nice touch that time by the big girl, DeAndre Williams. That's her first basket. Trims the Viking lead to 5. Now Ashley Ward the other way, puts it up, and she's fouled. Well, I'll tell you, Ken, Ashley has really developed a skill of taking that ball to the basket.
Yeah, I don't recall if we've even seen her shoot from the outside.
Not very much.
She is good when she gets to the basket.
That foul on Maddie McPhillips, that's team foul number 4. So for the next 4 minutes and 23 seconds, anytime the Vikings are fouled, it'll be 2 shots, and Ashley Ward knocks down the first one. Give her 4 points. She'll have one more shot here with 4 minutes and 23 left.
Well, she has taken 9 3-pointers on the year, made 2 of them, but good free throw shooter.
Ashley, a perfect 3 out of 3 from the line, extends the Missouri Valley lead back to 7. She will come out. And it looks like Dasha Ivanova, who had checked out, back into the Missouri Valley lineup. Vikes in a man-to-man defense. McPhillips comes around a Williams screen, gives back to Guru. Good ball movement. Niebrug off the right wing. This one misses. Nice rebound, Tessa Ramsey. The Australian gets it ahead to McCoy. Deidre goes right down through the middle of the whole defense, now puts it in the corner to Ivanova. I'm not sure what happened on that shot. Dasha had a pretty good look from the baseline and hit the side of the backboard.
She's got a little smile on her face.
She's normally a very accurate shooter. Just that one got away from her. Now she'll come out. Alexis Boyd Lockett, the senior out of St. Paul, Minnesota, will check in for the Vikings. 17-10, 3 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in quarter number 1. Vikes trying to win their 4th conference game of the year. They're right now in a tie in the standings. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. Outside now to Williams. Williams drives, nice spin move inside, off the glass, missed it, and she's on the back of Tessa Ramsey. So DeAndre Williams missed the shot, went over the back of Tessa Ramsey. Nice job by Tess screening out on the rebound, and Williams picks up her second foul, and that's team foul number 5 against Peru. So that should put Tessa Ramsey on the line for 2 shots.
Vikings with only 1 team foul to this point.
Tessa, as we said, out of Australia. She hails from Melbourne. I think is Melbourne the capital of Australia? I think it is, but I'm not sure. And Ramsey misses the free throw. Tess will have one more. She's a girl that's gotten better and better and seen a lot more playing time as the years progressed. She'll have one more shot here to try to make it an 8-point game. Second shot is good. So Ramsey gets 1 out of 2, 18-10. The Vikings have led the entire way. 3.5 minutes left to play in the first. Mayetta tries to get a pass in. Another player's checked into the lineup. That's Stevie Lone Dog, a freshman that I think Coach Chuck Brewer is high on now. I think they say Lone Dog stepped on the baseline out of bounds. So another turnover by the Bobcats. There's that press again, 2-2-1. McCoy ahead into the forecourt to Ramsey. Vikes have numbers. Tessa skips it over to Boyd Lockett. Now Lockett had a 3, but instead gets it head of the key to McCoy. McCoy around a screen with a left-hand dribble. Hands back to Ramsey. Her jumper good. Nice give and go that time. Good 2-man play between Deidre McCoy and Tessa Ramsey. Deidre came around the screen, got it back to Tess, and Tess buried the jump shot. Vikes up by double digits. Lone Dog Deep three by Guru, head of the key. Good. The Bobcats living by the three. That's their third triple. Guru has 5 points. I guess they gave her a 2 on that. Only gave her 2 points. So it's only a 2. Yeah, I thought that was a 3, but only a 2. So it's an 8-point Viking lead. Ramsey, another jump shot by Tessa. This one rolls around the rim and comes out. Likes to drop back on defense. Ahead to McPhillips. McPhillips' baseline jumper. This one good. So good transition that time by Peru State. They get it ahead to Maddie McPhillips, and she knocks down her first basket of the game. Now Ramsey had it knocked away by Lone Dog, but gets it back. Hands to Lockett. Now Alexis will set the offense on the left side. Petkova lobbed down inside for McCoy, and somebody grabbed hold of Deidre. Deidre tried to come from the baseline into the middle of the lane, and somebody grabbed her, so Dee Dee's going to be on the line for 2 shots as Devin Swisegood and Ashley Ward get set to check back in from Missouri Valley.
Brooke Maeda picked up the foul. That's her first.
All shots till the end of this quarter will be 2 for the Vikings, just under 2 minutes left to play. First shot by Dee Dee, good. So for Deidre McCoy, she's got 3 right now. She will have 1 more. Also checking in for Peru State is Jackie Robles. Robles, a senior out of Parlier, California. We mentioned Devin Swisegood, a senior out of Salisbury, and Ashley Ward came back in. Of course, Ashley, a senior out of Springdale, Arkansas. 1 more shot for McCoy here. Got it. So Dee Dee, a very good free throw shooter, buries both free throws, give her 4 points. It's an 8-point Viking lead. Guru, McPhillips. Guru wants the ball back. Instead, McPhillips drives, throws up a wild shot, missed it. Rebound, Petkova. Boyd Lockett walks it across. Right wing to McCoy. High post, Swisegood. Gives back to McCoy. Now Dee Dee goes to the floor. Knocked down. Stolen by Peru. Ahead to Maeda. Up, and she's fouled. So Maeda's going to be fouled on the drive by Alexis Boyd Lockett. So I'm not sure what happened. I think Deidre McCoy got her feet tangled up with somebody on that drive to the basket. Peru got the steal and made the most of it, got it ahead. They have the 2-shot foul. That foul comes up on, you said, Lockett. That's her first. That's only the second foul on the Vikings is Holland Craze. Holland, a junior out of Prairie Grove, Arkansas, gets set to check in from Missouri Valley is Maeda. Brooke Maeda knocks down the first free throw. She will have 1 more. Dee Dee
right
comes
side.
in. Yeah, Dee Dee's been plagued with injuries and a kidney ailment, I guess, here the last couple of weeks. Maeda will have 1 more to try to trim this lead to 6, and she does. So Maeda knocks down both free throws. It's a 2-possession game with 1:28 left in the first quarter. Craze, pretty good 3-pointer. Gives it outside to Ashley. Now Petkova. Oh, nice pass into Swisegood. Up and in. Boy, a nice pick and roll that time as Petkova came around a Devin Swisegood screen. Devin rolled to the bucket. Petkova got it back to her. Nice touch by Swisegood to get her first basket. Now Lone Dog inside. Oh, nice strong move by her as she goes up, and she's going to be fouled, I think, by Holland Craze in there. Stevie Lone Dog got the ball down the low block right there. And Ken, I think she hails from up in your neck of the woods, doesn't she?
From Mission, South Dakota, which is on the Rosebud Indian Reservation.
Okay. Well, Lone Dog sounds like that. Maybe
Indian Reservation.
Comes from that area.
Yep.
And the first shot by Lone Dog is no good. I don't think she played with this team the first semester, but as we said earlier, Coach Chuck Brewer said she's really given this team a pretty good lift since the first of the year. Second shot, missed them both. Rebound, Swisegood. Vikings up by 8. They've led the entire way in the first quarter. Under a minute left in the period. Swisegood, deep jumper. This one hits the right side and rolls off. Offensive rebound, Petkova falls away, and she's shoved to the ground. The shot missed, but somebody put a nice push into the chest of Veronica Petkova, took her to the ground, and VP will be on the line for 2 shots. As I think that foul is going to come up on Lone Dog. That's a good name, Lone Dog.
Yeah.
I guess that has some significance or symbolism or whatever.
Symbolism, a lot of different those types of names on the Rosebud Pine Ridge Indian Reservations.
First shot by Petkova is good. Veronica will have one more, and she misses this one. This one rolls around the rim, so the Viking lead stays at 9 with 42 seconds left in the quarter. Lob into Lone Dog. Into the corner. Deep three by McPhillips off the right side. Good. That's a triple by Maddie McPhillips. She's come off the bench with 5 points. And she cuts the Viking lead down to 6 with 22 seconds left in the quarter, and the Vikes can play for the last shot if they choose. Swisegood squares up on Lone Dog. Now hands back to Ward. Ashley goes through a double team with a left-hand flip. Missed it. Nice rebound. Swisegood. Devin got the offensive rebound. Back outside to Petkova. Veronica baseline. Tried to shovel it inside. Swisegood at the buzzer. Got it! Oh, great job that time. Hey, good possession by Devin Swisegood. She got the offensive rebound to keep the possession alive, got a pass and cranked it up at the buzzer. It danced on the rim, and down she went.
All right. We were talking about the standings, and Missouri Valley, Avila, and Graceland are all 3-9, and Peru 2-11. Then above Missouri Valley is Evangel 5-8, Culver Stockton, and Mount Mercy all 5-8. So there's a battle, 2 battles really going on in this conference. The 4 or 5 teams at the top, and then the teams fighting for those final playoff spots. The Vikings are in that group. 3-9, a win tonight, Joe, would number one, it'd give them the season's sweep over Peru State. That would help a bunch against that ball club.
Well, and Ken, these next 2 games, these are 2 of the teams that the Vikings have beat, that did beat during the first round. Tonight, Peru State, and then Saturday, Culver Stockton.
And Culver, they come into tonight, they're 5-8, and they lost to Benedictine Monday night. They made up the Saturday game Monday night. They lost to Benedictine 66-56, and also Monday night, Evangel almost upset CMU. CMU won that game 77-75.
You know, in Central Methodist, they lost a couple of games early, but since that time, they've really been playing good ball.
Yes, they have. This Evangel team, Vikings have a win over Evangel, but they are 2 games ahead of the Vikings in the standings right now.
Okay, it'll be it's going to be Peru State ball to start the second half. For the Vikings, it'll be McCoy, Lockett, Anna Trost in the lineup, Sierra Adams in the lineup, and Ashley Ward. So Adams and Trost make their first appearance on the floor. Adams is a freshman out of Peoria, Arizona. Trost is a junior out of Aurora, Colorado. Now they're going to call an offensive foul. They call an offensive foul that time against the Vikings, and that's going to come up.
No, it's on Maeda, I think.
Call Maeda, I'm sorry. It's on Brooke Maeda of the Bobcats. So that's Maeda's second foul. Had my bearings crossed there. Lockett. Hands to McCoy. Deidre with a left-hand dribble back to A.W. Ashley Ward into the corner to Sierra Adams. Adams wearing double 2s on her shirt, 22. Now Sierra right in front of the Peru bench. Back out to McCoy. Down low to Trost. Trost goes inside. They're going to say she traveled. So Anna Trost got the ball mid-range in the lane. Tried to go to the bucket, but they say she shuffled both feet.
Good, strong move, but unfortunately shuffled the feet.
Vikings lead it by 8. They've led the entire way. Down low now, Lone Dog. Lone Dog brings it out with a dribble. Now goes baseline around Trost. Picked it up. Good defense by Anna that time. Anna right in her face, and Vikes get the rebound. Now knocked out of bounds by Peru State.
Vikings have led throughout. Not that big start. Was it 9-0 to start this game?
9-0, exactly right.
Also give Peru credit. They're hanging in there. That lead was down to 6. Now it's back up to 8, but they're hanging in there here in this first half.
Deandra Williams checks back in for the Bobcats. She's playing with 2 fouls. She's the big girl. She averages 10.8 points a game, so they really kind of need her on the inside, I think. All right, Trost, high post. Guarded by Williams. Now gets it down low to Ward. Look out here. Ashley off the baseline. Boy, that's her patented move. You get her that ball down low, she's money in the bank. She's got 7 points in the game. It's a double-digit lead for the Vikings. Now McPhillips cranks another 3. Where'd that shot come from? Maddie McPhillips. That's her second 3 of the game as she buries one from the head of the key. Cuts the lead to 7. Adams. Thought about a three. Now gets it head of the key instead to Ashley Ward. Ward guarded by McPhillips. Comes around a Trost screen. Now goes baseline. In the corner, deep three by Adams. This one long. Williams tried to save it. She did save it, but saved it right to Anna Trost. Anna got the loose ball, laid it in, so that's her first basket of the game, and 31-22, Vikings on top. Giroux. McPhillips thought about another three. Now had it knocked away by Boyd Lockett. Good hustle by Alexis. Now underneath, they try to get it inside to Williams. Ball knocked away, and now guess who's on the floor? No, I thought that was Dee Dee. That's Sierra Adams over there. So Sierra Adams goes to the floor on the loose ball. They say that Peru State touched it last. It'll be the Vikings ball with 7 minutes and 43 seconds left to play in the first half.
Vikings have led again. If you just joined us, they jumped out to a 9-0 lead to maintain that margin for most of this first half.
Michelet Higa getting set to check in for Missouri Valley. Now Ward, left-hand dribble, goes to the left baseline. Now goes to the basket, put it up kind of a bad angle that time. Missed the shot, rebound to Niebrug, who's back in. Over on the left wing it goes to Jackie Robles. Now there's a jump shot, Niebrug, this one too hard. Nice rebound, Trost. Trost goes up in the middle of the pack and rips down the rebound. Good job that time. 31-22, Missouri Valley's led throughout. Adams. Gets it outside Lockett. High post Trost. Her turnaround left it short. Williams tracks down the rebound for the Bobcats. Mayetta. Outside Williams. Williams from the head of the key. This one too strong. I don't think that's a shot they want her to take.
I want to get her in a low block. She took that one about 17 feet away.
31-22, 6.5 minutes left to play in the half. Now McCoy to the basket. Got too far underneath that time and hit the bottom of the rim. Here comes Niebrug for Peru State. There's a deep three off the left wing. This one missed. That one taken that time by Destiny Ross, who just checked in for the Bobcats.
This team takes a lot of threes. As I look at the numbers as Tim Dixon takes a timeout. Taking a look at the numbers coming into this game, the Vikings have attempted 232 threes, made 54 of those. And for Peru, they have taken, coming into this game, 374, made 114. Vikings, the good news is they're number one in the conference in free throw percentage. The bad news is they're number 14 in the conference in three-point percentage. So this is a team that wants to get the Vikings, need to get that ball inside. They're not going to beat you too much probably with the outside shot.
Well, Ken, you look at this Peru State roster, 4 freshmen on this roster, and they all play quite a bit. McPhillips, Kylie Johnson, who has not played, I'm not sure if she's here, Mayetta, and Stevie Lone Dog, all freshmen. So they've got a relatively young team, and I think his hope is that he can keep them together and bring in some new recruits next year and try to kind of build this program from the bottom.
6 minutes to go in the first half, 31-22, Vikings with the lead.
Missouri Valley ball, Michelet Higa into the lineup. Petkova brings it out with the left-hand dribble. Now tried to get it to Deidre McCoy. Deidre was cutting back doors, so they throw it out of bounds. Turnover by the Vikings. Exactly 6 minutes to go in the half. Vikes on top by 9. Mayetta picked up outside by Higa. Gets it on the right wing to Ross. There's a three from the head of the key. This one off the right side. That one taken that time by Robles. Williams tracks down the offensive rebound. Now Robles will try again. Hey, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Jackie Robles missed the first one. DeAndre Williams got the offensive rebound, kicked it right back to her, and Robles buries a three. It's a 6-point game.
Yeah, here they come again, just not going away, this Peru team.
Petkova around the screen. Lindsey Denny back in for the Vikings. Now Denny gets it low, drives on Williams. Back outside, Ashley Ward down to 8 on the shot clock. Ashley inside, flips it up, got it.
Yep.
Money in the bank when Ashley Ward goes to the rack. She went right at DeAndre Williams that time and put it in, and Ashley's got 9 points in the game. Niebrug. Left wing. Robles, who just hit that three a minute ago, skips it back high post to Williams. Right wing, Niebrug at three off the right side. No good. Offensive rebound, though, comes away to Ross. Now, nice job by Petkova as Veronica steps in the lane, picks off an errant pass. Vikes get it back, up by 8, excuse me. My math's bad. Denny. Over on the right wing to Higa. Michelet. Down low, Denny. Denny goes right at Williams. Too strong off the glass. Rebound, Niebrug. Here come the Cats. Robles had it knocked away, and they're going to call Petkova. Veronica reached around. I think she got ball, but I think she got part of the left side of the body that time. So that's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Veronica Petkova, and that will be her first. Each team with one foul here in this second quarter, a non-shooting foul, so it will be Peru State's ball out of bounds. Again, Vikings lead at 33-25, 4 minutes and 17 seconds in the half.
Swicegood back in for the Vikings.
Robles. There's a jump shot in the lane. This one pinballs out. And that's another new player. That's Kennedy Cooper, who checked in for the first time. Missed that last shot for Peru State. Higa around a Swicegood screen. Back outside, deep three by Petkova, no good. Battle for the loose ball. It comes away to Higa. Back to Holland Craze. Her three's off to the right. So the Vikes miss a couple of three-point tries right now, and then they're going to either get Craze or McCoy for a foul. Both girls were there, and they're going to call that one on Deidre. So Deidre McCoy picks up her first foul.
Ivanova will check in. Let's see, she's going to replace, Higa stays out there. I think Didi's going to come out for
a couple of good looks by the Vikings that last time, but neither one would drop. So it goes back to the Bobcats as they trail by 8. 3.5 left in the half. Maeda outside to Cooper. Cooper down on the block to Williams. Williams squares up on Swicegood. There's another three by Robles. This one rolls around and comes out. Rebound Swicegood. Here comes Higa ahead to Petkova. Veronica sporting that shiner over one of her eyes. Now Craze. Back to Higa. Higa backs it out beyond the arc. Now puts up a jump shot. Good hustle on the offensive board by Petkova. Missed the follow, though, and now going to call a foul, I think, on Swicegood, I believe, as Devin crashed in on the rebound. So Devin Swicegood over the back on the rebound, so she picks up her first foul, and now that's 3 on the Vikings with 3:06 left in the half. Boy, we've been stuck on 33-25 for quite a while.
Quite some time.
Now Williams tried to shoot with the left hand. Good defense by Swicegood that time. Williams missed the fall-away jumper. Higa the other way for the Vikings. Now she throws it away. Tried to get it into Craze, and Williams wrestles it away from Swicegood. Here come the Bobcats. Niebrug ahead to Robles. Robles baseline. And they're going to call a foul on the baseline.
Petkova, I believe.
Veronica Petkova picks up her second. That's team foul number 4 against the Vikings here in this second quarter as Lindsey Denny will check in. I think Veronica's going to come out. So it's Denny, Craze, Swicegood, Ivanova, and Higa on the floor for the Vikings. Now Robles off the right wing. Her 3 pinballs out. We stay at 33-25. I think that scoreboard is stuck right now. 2:20 left in the half. Skip to Denny. Denny off the baseline. There we go. Lindsey Denny knocks down a 3. And Lindsey, I think that's only her second shot. She's buried both of them. She's got 5 points. Lindsey Denny, the senior out of Everton, knocks down a 3 from the baseline. The lead is 11 for the Vikings. Williams drives on Swicegood. Defense, good defense by Devin. Devin gets right up in the big girl's face and made her alter her shot just a little bit, so good D by the Vikings. Higa the other way. Outside to Swicegood. Devin into the paint, fall away jump shot, rolls off the rim. Williams a rebound. Down to 1:36 in the half. 36-25, Missouri Valley. Cooper, left-hand dribble. Into Williams. Williams will try it again. She got this one. I think that's where they want her to shoot. They finally get the ball to her in the low block. She squares up right in the middle of the lane and drops it in to make it a 9-point game.
Down to the final minute and 10 seconds of this half.
Craze. Right wing, it comes to Ivanova. Dasha with a left-hand dribble, hands back to Denny. Denny goes to the left baseline. Into the low block to Swisegood. Devin off the glass with the left hand, missed it. A rebound by Williams. I think they're going to get Higa for a foul.
Tried to knock it away from Williams.
And that's the 5th foul, so that should be a 2-shot foul as Michelet Higa tried to knock that ball away, as Ken said, tried to get the steal, and instead got part of the arm of DeAndre Williams. So that'll put Williams on the line for 2 shots. She's a senior center, stands 5'10", hails from Rosenberg, Texas. One of the double-figure scorers on this team, and she knocks down the first free throw, so she'll have one more. And she'll try to make this a 7-point game. I'd like to see the Vikes go in with a double-digit lead here, Ken.
Yeah, I think the next couple possessions would be big for their momentum.
Second shot by Williams, perfect. So the big girl buries both free throws. It's a 7-point game, under a minute, 54 seconds left in the half. Holland Craze down low to Swisegood. Devin throws up one off the baseline, missed it. Rebound, Garou. Here comes Maeda. Right wing, Garou. Garou drives on Ivanova off the glass, and she's fouled. So, boy, I tell you, Peru scored the last 4 points, and now Kylie Garou's going to be on the line for 2 shots with 35.8 seconds left.
Yeah, all of a sudden, if they score here, you're down to a 5-point game. That's as close as they've been in a long time.
Garou's first shot, missed it. Kylie Garou, a veteran on this team. She's been here for quite a while. Well, she's only a sophomore. I guess she did play. I know she played last year, but she's from Orill, Nebraska. She missed the first free throw and missed them both. So the Vikes get a break right there as Garou misses both free throws. It's still a 7-point game with 30 seconds left. About a 5-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Denny into the corner to Ivanova. Dasha backs it out with a left-hand dribble. Picked up by McPhillips. Gets it down. Oh, nice pass. Oh, good pass by Ivanova. And the follow in there, was that Swisegood? I think that was Swisegood. I was blocked. I was screened out, but Devin Swisegood got the offensive rebound. Devin has 6 points. 4, 3, 2. There's a jump shot at the buzzer by McPhillips. Good. And Maddie McPhillips buries a 3 off the right wing at the buzzer. So to recap that last 15 seconds, Devin Swisegood got the offensive rebound, stuck it back in for the Vikings with about 7 seconds left to play. Peru State inbounded very quickly, got it into Maddie McPhillips. She's had a great first half. She buries her 3rd triple off the right wing, and we've got a 6-point game at halftime.
Yeah, looking at McPhillips, she is only a 27% shooter from beyond the arc, so she's had a pretty good first half. We'll come back. We'll take a look at some of the statistics and go over the rest of tonight's schedule. Let you know what's happening in this conference when we return in just a bit.
Peekaboo, peekaboo, smile.
Smile, buddy.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy. You know how boys are.
Or maybe he's teething. Oh, poor baby. I think his gums hurt.
Maybe he's just tired.
Or maybe his tummy hurts. He didn't eat that much.
Maybe he's not ticklish.
You think maybe he's scared of the dog?
Maybe he'll outgrow it. Maybe it's a phase. Maybe he just doesn't like smiling.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs or see a doctor today for an autism screening. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better. And it can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hey everyone. Yeah, let's all stop what we're doing right now and take a moment. That felt good, huh? Just like that, we had a nice special sort of moment together. Of course, they don't all need to be quiet moments to be special. They could be loud moments, goofy moments, sporty moments, dorky moments. Moments where we talk or walk or just hang out. It doesn't really matter. They all count. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. Sounds like somebody agrees. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Today, call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
All right, we're back to Grover C. Redford Gymnasium. Joe, how about the scoring in that first half?
Well, for the Vikings, Ken, nobody in double figures, but Ashley Ward leads the way for the Vikings. Ashley was 3 out of 7 from the floor, 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. Like I say, she leads away with 9 points. 6 points in the first half for Devin Swisegood. Devin did a pretty good job off the bench, and Devin, with those 6 points, also grabbed 6 rebounds. So a good first half for Devin. 5 points each for Lindsey Denny. Lindsey hit, we said she's 2 out of 3. I thought she only took 2 shots. They say she's 2 out of 3, so she had 5 points, including a three-pointer. Tessa Ramsey off the bench. Tessa also had 5 points, as did Veronica Petkova. 4 for Deidre McCoy. And then it looks like 2 points each in the first half for Dasha Ivanova, who got a start tonight, and Anna Trost, who came off the bench and got a basket. For the Bobcats of Peru, the story for them was Maddie Phillips. Maddie Phillips was 3 out of 4 from beyond the arc. She wound up with 11 points in the first half. She's the only player in double figures. And then it drops way down after Phillips is 11. You had Deandra Williams and Abigail Niebrug both with 6 points, and then 4 points for Kylie Garou, and then 2 points for Brooke Miata. But Ken, I think you said this at the beginning, Peru State kind of lives by the three.
Yes.
They were 6 out of 14 from beyond the arc, and that's what kept them in the game the first half.
That definitely did. They shot 39%, 11 out of 28. But again, 14 of those, half of those shots were from beyond the arc. The Vikings were red hot to start the game. They end up shooting 42%, 15 out of 36, and just 1 out of 4 from beyond the arc. Lindsey Denny hit that one. Free throws, the Vikings 7 out of 9, no surprise. They lead the conference in free throw percentage, and they're doing a good job again tonight. They're 7 out of 9. And rebounding, the Vikings have a 23-17 edge over Peru. And the turnovers, only 5 for Missouri Valley. And that's a lot better. In the last meeting between these two teams, Vikings had 24 turnovers, but only 5 tonight. And Peru State has 8. Give Peru credit, though. It seems like the Vikings have dominated every phase of this game. You look up there, it's a 6-point game.
Well, then the three-point shot, it seems like every time the Vikes start to pull away, Maddie McPhillips has come down and buried a 3 to keep the Bobcats alive. But can you talk about the Vikings, only 5 turnovers, and I think the thing that helped makes that even more special, Peru State was in a press, a full-court press for a good part of the first part of the game. So Vikes did a good job breaking that press. Not only did they not turn it over, but they took the ball to the bucket, got some easy hoops, and the Bobcats had to come out of that press.
All right, we will be back, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the other games going on in the conference tonight and also go over the standings. That's coming up in just a bit.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You're bringing your daughter to her favorite pop star's concert. Do you A, wear earplugs?
Isn't this fun, Dad?
I have a soft pretzel.
B, remember the moment with matching concert t-shirts.
That's going to be $180.
Or we can just take a photo.
C, show her how you used to do concerts.
We're going crowd surfing.
I can't. He's too heavy. Oh my God.
Or D, just roll with it.
Woo! Justin! Look at us. We're over here.
Justin! OMG! He just looked. I love you, Justin. I love you.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Well, both men's teams are warming up a little bit as they will take the floor and get things started about 20 minutes after the women's game is over. This broadcast copyrighted by the Mass Communications Department of the Communications, Humanities, and Human Service Division, Missouri Valley College. For the private use of our audience, any retransmission or the use of the content of this broadcast without the express written consent of Missouri Valley College is prohibited. Joe, we will not be with the team Saturday. We're going to have wrestling. It's a big event here. So on the video and audio on Saturday on the Viking Sports Network, the Missouri Valley Open, in fact, it starts Friday night. We'll be here all day Saturday from 9 on. 33 colleges are represented. I think 400 and some wrestlers will be in this building, 8 or 9 mats, and so we're going to have that. But if you do want basketball, we will have a link on the Moval website. You can check out the video feed from John Child and the folks at Culver Stockton on Saturday. So, but we're going to have a big wrestling tournament. This place will be packed, and anticipate, as Mike Mako says, this will probably be kind of a preview of the national tournament. I think 12 of the top 20 teams will be in here on Saturday. It'll be quite an event.
Well, the Vikings have an outstanding wrestling program, and you mentioned that 33 teams. Partner, do you broadcast every one of those matches?
No. But what we're going to do, we're going to run it kind of like a golf tournament. We're going to be kind of following all 8 matches, and we'll jump around, follow the Valley wrestlers and some of the other big matches as we go through the day. But we'll be here starting about 9, and who knows when it'll be over, 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So it's going to be a busy day. Chaz Matty and his crew will be on board, so we're kind of looking forward to it. Something new, and we'll give it a shot.
I'll tell you one thing you find out in a wrestling tournament, like you said, the gym is always packed, and a good many of the people are on their feet all day long. They're walking around somewhere and mingling. I mean, you see people in all different corners of the gym, so it'll be a fun day on Saturday.
Also want to remind you, and this affects Joe and I, we just made an agreement. We sealed an agreement yesterday with all the fine folks at Marshall Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. So from this point on this season, and hopefully next and years to come, our transportation, we're on the road, the Viking Sports Network, will be provided by Marshall Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. So how about that? That's good to get the local folks involved with that, and we certainly appreciate that.
Ken, and people don't realize this, but many nights we've come back, and like we'll come up for maybe a look at Avila, not that long a trip. You drop me off to Higginsville Junction, you've got to go all the way to Sedalia and then drive all the way to Huntsville after that. So you put in quite a few miles. And we appreciate the folks at Sedalia making the car available, but it's so nice, and appreciate the folks here in Marshall making the car here available. That'll save you a lot of wear and tear, a lot of miles, and I guess it's good. Get you home early.
There you go. Albert Howland and everyone at Marshall.
Appreciate Albert doing that.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. So they also sponsor our games that are on KMMO. Tonight's broadcast is not, but when they are, they sponsor that. And they'll be provided our transportation for a while as well. Vikings lead it by the score of 38-32. Also, our men's volleyball team off to a good start last night with a 4-set win over Culver Stockton. That match was right here, so congratulations to the volleyball team off to a good start as that part of the season just gets underway. And, I want to mention again a young man, Tim O'Connell, from Marshall, and I believe on the 31st, I don't want to get that date wrong. It may be the 24th, but anyway, there's a day coming up where they're going to have a little reception for Tim O'Connell out at the community center here. And Marshall is kind of making it Tim O'Connell Day. Here's a young man that is the world champion bareback rider. So that's the best in the world. Lives right here in Marshall, a Missouri Valley College grad. So congratulations to Tim, and look forward to visiting with him and going out and seeing that event as well.
And from what I understand, he's not just a good bareback rider, also a very likable, very personable, very nice young man.
Very nice young man. We had him on a halftime interview. As far as football is concerned, and just just a nice young man. He and his wife Sammy, who also works at the college. So look forward to that as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, second half, Vikings lead by 6.
People all over the country join AmeriCorps Vista to build their community while they build their career.
AmeriCorps Vista provides a huge network with a lot of different opportunities, so you can find the position that works for you. It's a great opportunity to meet friends. It's a great opportunity to learn job skills.
AmeriCorps Vista members address poverty through economic development, education, youth mentorship, and more.
What motivated me to join AmeriCorps Vista was really just being able to give back to the community which I represent.
We can all kind of work together, work to our strengths, and create this network.
It allows me to be giving back to the community. We are allowing our next generation to be sustained.
Learn how you can build your community and your career at AmeriCorps.gov/Vista. That's AmeriCorps.gov/Vista.
Great party, huh, guys?
Yeah, it is. So much fun.
If I do say so myself. Hey, did you know that birthday parties actually help build confidence in kids?
Yeah, I did know that.
Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Right, of course.
Yeah, I knew that. Did you know that strollers have the right of way on sidewalks?
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, that's true. Did you know that friendly kids statistically have more friends?
Everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty obvious.
So obvious. Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
I think I knew that.
No, I didn't. Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Well, we're about a minute away from the start of the second half. 38-32 is the score. The Vikings with the lead. And Haley Meyer just came by you, and she's out tonight, right?
Said she'd be back tomorrow.
Right.
Said she had an ACL sprain, but said she would be able to practice tomorrow, so hopefully be back for that game on Saturday up in Canton against Culver Stockton.
All right, good. That's the next action for the Vikings at 2-4. And again, we won't be there, but you'll be able to go to movell.edu and a link and watch all that action from Culver Stockton. So, Vikings will have the ball. Dee back on the floor, kind of rubbing that back on the right side, the kidney area. She's had some problems
I think
this year.
Dee Dee's always rubbing something, and rightfully so. She spends a good part of her game on the floor. She's not clumsy. She just hustles.
It'll be the same as started the ball game. Ivanova, Ward, Petkova, Lindsey Denny, and Dee McCoy.
Oh, yeah, not surprised. Maddie McPhillips didn't start, but she's back out there. She kept Culver in the game as she buried 3 shots from beyond the arc, and she's the leading scorer on both teams with 11 points.
All right, here we go. Vikings have the ball. We start the second half. Denny, top of the key. Bounce pass down low to Ward. Spins up the left hand. His trip hits the floor. The official underneath didn't make the call, one of the outside officials, but she was tripped.
That's unintentional, but she still tripped her, so you got to make that's on McPhillips, I think.
Patty McPhillips picks up her second foul. And they're going to say she was in the act of shooting, so Ashley Ward
she
goes
was.
to the line.
She was. NBA.
Yeah, 9 points for Ashley. And her first free throw's good.
What's that rule in the NBA? Continuation. You be dribbling out hit ahead of the key. Somebody fouls you, dribble
Keep
on
going,
in and shoot.
keep
They'll
going.
call it a two-shot
Continuation
foul.
play.
Continuation.
A second free throw, good. And the Vikings, the leading free throw percentage team in the conference, continuing to shoot well from the line. 40-32, good start for Valley here in the second half. At the top of the key, it's Maeda. There's a long three. This one taken by McPhillips. Missed that one. And Ivanova with the rebound. Young lady played her junior college ball about 50 miles from here at Mobley Area Community College.
Bronick had a good look that time. Needs to take that shot.
Petkova works to the right side. Now dumps it down low to Denny on the low block. Turns on Williams. Nowhere to go. Gives it to Ward. Cutting down the lane. Wow. She scores easily. Ashley Ward, as good as it gets inside the lane.
Ashley Ward, I think, is having an all-conference season.
Yes, I agree with you. She scored the first 4 points of this half. Here is McPhillips, a long three. This one bangs
I
off
think
the
they
glass.
told her, come on out. You hit the first half. Keep gunning.
Rebound Petkova, now to Ivanova. Dasha in front of the Viking bench. Fires it to Ward. Ward, free throw line extended right side. Backed out to Ivanova. They lob it down low to Denny. Turns, triple team, kicks it off to Veronica Petkova. Her three in front of the Viking bench, no good. Ball is bounced off the back of McPhillips, and the Vikings get it back. Now McCoy fires a pass inside, and one of the gals in blue tipped it out of bounds. Vikings will have it underneath.
Well, Vikings got off to a great start in the first half. They scored the first 9 points of the half, and they've scored the first 4 of this second half, so good to see that start.
Valley 3-9 in conference play, 7-9 overall. And it comes to Petkova. Petkova lobs it down low, and driving to the basket and getting inside as Didi missed his shot. Rebound Williams, and someone reached in and fouled her. And it's on McCoy. Didi tried to slap that ball away from Williams and got her on the arm. Her second foul, first foul of the half on the Vikings.
What'd you think of that Chiefs-Steelers game the other night?
Pretty good football game.
It was. Chiefs had their chances.
Had too many chances.
Yep, had their chances.
Chiefs, Minnesota Vikings, the two teams I root for, and neither one's ever going to win a Super Bowl again. So, you must get used to it.
Never say never.
Here's Williams. Her shot's no good. Andy Reid has a lot of tough luck in postseason. Here's a shot, no good. And going to be another foul.
I told you, look out for the Seattle Seahawks and look out for them. They're gone.
Boy, it wasn't that nice. Did you see that look on my buddy Pete's face when he was getting blown out?
Pete's a good coach. I like Pete.
He's right where he needs to be.
I like Pete.
He's where he needs to be, watching the other teams. All right, here's Robles will inbound the ball.
Foul on that last foul on Ashley Ward. That's her second. Yep.
Into Williams. Williams gives it off to Maeda. Here's a long three on the way. That clangs off no good by
Garou.
Garou.
Three rockets so far.
They just keep firing them up. Inside the lane, Robles to Williams. Loses the ball, picked up by Ivanova. 3-on-3 break. Ivanova to Ward. Left side all the way to the basket.
Well, how about oh, no, offensive foul.
And call an offensive foul.
Wow. Well, I don't know about that. Bad thing about that, that's Ashley's third foul.
Tim Dixon is questioning that call as well. It was a bang-bang play. The ball went in, but they waved the basket off and called the charge. Holland Craze will check in. Probably for Ward with those 3 fouls. Depends on where that contact is. They have those little arches under the basket. If it's contact's in there, it will be a block every time.
You're right. And that was close.
It was close to being there. Now Didi knocks it away, but it's picked up by Garou, who gives it off to Nebrew. And I don't think the shot clock started. Yeah. Abigail Nebrew has a couple of threes. She has her 6 points. 22 on the shot clock. 7:38 in the third quarter. Vikings up by 10, 42-32.
You know, Peru State coach Chuck Brewer, nice gentleman. And I think he's had some success in coaching at other places. And I think he'll get this program built.
He said he has a young roster here.
Yes, he does.
Marietta to Robles. Into Williams. Offensive foul on Williams.
That's her third.
She posted up, and she was kind of using her elbows to clear some space, and she got caught, her third. She'll check out. And Stevie Lone Dog back in.
Come on, girls, up by 10. Let's pull away. Let's put this thing away early.
Petkova off to Craze. Now they work it underneath to Petkova. She loses the ball. Lone Dog goes to the floor to save it. Gives it off to Niebrug. And here come the Bobcats. There's a hold, I think, on Ivanova. Now she was holding on to Maeda.
4 fouls on the Vikings this quarter, and we still got 7 minutes and 13 seconds left.
Ivanova's second.
So Peru State will be shooting 2 free throws on all the other fouls the rest of this quarter.
Lone Dog into the corner to Robles. Robles, right side, brings it back to the middle of the floor, spins on Denny, puts up the shot off the glass. Nice move, won't stay down, however. Craze with the rebound. Brings it up the left side on the run. Didi posting up, couldn't get it to her. Now Denny at the high post, back to Craze, fakes the 3, drives right side, throws it high off the glass, it won't go. Rebound pulled down by Garou. Quick pass. Another 3 on the way. This one is good, and that is Niebrug, her 3rd triple. She has 9 points now. It's 42-35.
Don't want to let her get hot.
Nope. They just keep shooting them. Ivanova with 6:29 to go into Didi. Rolls to the basket, misses the shot.
Wow.
Good move. Yeah. Missed it. Lone Dog with the rebound. Now her bounce pass, trying to get it to Maeda, goes out of bounds. So it will belong to the Vikings on the turnover by the Bobcats. And it comes to Denny. Denny off to Craze. Now they work it down to the low block. Petkova, she's double teamed. Craze, free throw line to Denny. Fakes the shot, puts it on the floor, loses it, dives to the floor, saves it out to Krause. Now to Didi for 3, hit it. Didi McCoy been kind of quiet offensively. She has 7 now, and it's 45-35, back to a 10-point lead.
Didi can hit that outside shot. She doesn't take that many, but she's got a nice touch outside.
Niebrug has the ball knocked away by Petkova. She saves it. Inbounds to Denny. Now it comes to Didi as the Vikings force a turnover.
Great hustle by Petkova. She almost dove out of bounds to keep that ball alive.
45-35, 5:38 to go. And it comes now to Petkova. Nice head and shoulder fake. Her 7-footer from the baseline, no good, but the ball is tapped out of bounds by Garou. Vikings will have it underneath. 5:31 to go here in the 3rd quarter. McCoy will inbound it. Into Petkova. Fires it out high to Ivanova. She'll set the offense. Man-to-man defense by Peru. Off to Petkova. Petkova, high post Denny. Turns, faces the basket. Fires in the corner to Didi. Nowhere to go. Ivanova. Pass underneath to Petkova off the glass again. Missed it. And the foul on the rebound, I think, is going to be called on Denny.
That's about 3 or 4 times this quarter the Vikes have done a great job getting the ball to the basket. They missed layups.
And that's already, as you pointed out earlier, the 5th foul on the Vikings. So with 5:10 to go in the quarter, Peru will be shooting a bunch of free throws now.
You know, Ken, we've done it for 2 years. I think it's time to go back to the old 1-and-1 rule. I don't like this 5 fouls at the end of each quarter, no 1-and-1.
I like the 1-and-1. First free throw is good by Garou. She had missed her first 2.
Because I don't think too many people care what we think.
No, they're not going to.
People in charge don't care.
I don't think the NCAA, these rules come all the way down from the top.
Yep.
And last I checked, they hadn't left me a message. Second free throw is good by Garou.
And I'd say they won't.
No, she has 7 now, and it's 45-37, but I do like the 1-and-1.
That's a big part of basketball.
Yep. Here's Ivanova around the left side. Can the Bobcats stay in there man-to-man? Now as Tessie Ramsey turns and faces the basket, she's tied up.
Well, you tell those big girls, keep that ball up high. She had it down around her chest, and Stevie Lone Dog that time got both hands in and tied her up.
45-37. Vikings have led throughout, but they just can't pull away. Robles on the wing right side. Now the Lone Dog free throw line. Kicks it back out. Skip pass all the way across to Robles. Robles top of the key. Stops the dribble, throws it right to McCoy. Here comes Didi, 1-on-2. 1-on-3. She's going to take it to the basket anyway, and it's going to be fouled by Robles.
Didi Dee Dee had pretty much a clear path on the left side, but instead she chose to go to the right and go right at 2 defensive players and drew the foul.
Said one of them's going to foul me.
Yep, and they did.
So she'll be at the line to shoot 2. She's 2 for 2 from the line. The Vikings doing a nice job from the free throw line tonight.
That foul on Robles, that's her first.
9 out of 11 from the line.
Come on, Dee Dee.
McCoy with 7 points, averaging 16.3. First free throw good. And again, as I mentioned earlier, the Vikings lead the conference in free throw percentage.
Well, they've done a good job here tonight. Let's see, in the first half, like we said, they were 7 out of 9, and they're 3 out of 3 already, so they're 10 out of 12. Make it 11 out of 13.
Dee Dee hits them both. Vikings shoot almost 75% as a team. Peterson will check in a moment, but here's driving to the basket, missing the shot is Guru. Vikings up by 10 with the ball, 4:20 to go in the quarter. Dee Dee top of the key off to Craze underneath Ivanova, cut to the basket, then missed the shot.
There again, nice cut, good pass, just couldn't finish.
Maeda into the corner. Now they work it down low to Lone Dog. She's cut off by Ramsey. Bounce pass out to Guru. Guru right back to Lone Dog. Baseline, double team, loses the handle on it. Ball out of bounds. It'll still belong to Peru with 12 on the shot clock.
Now somebody looks like Ivanova hit the floor pretty hard. Dasha a little slow to get up. Hope she's okay. I think she is. I think she banged her elbow or her backside or what. I'm not sure.
She's going to come out, and for the first time tonight, Annetta Peterson will check in. So Ivanova will leave. Dee Dee will inbound it. 3:53 to go. 47-37, Vikings by 10. They scored the first 9 of this game. Lone Dog might have got away with a walk, and now she goes all the way across the lane and is fouled.
McCoy, I think that's going to be Dee Dee's 3rd foul, if that's who they call it on.
Now they're going to call
it on Ashley. That's Ashley's 4th. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Holland Craze. That's Holland's 2nd.
Second foul on
That's
Craze.
the 2nd foul on number 4, not the 4th foul on number 2.
Holland picks up her 2nd. And look at Stevie Lone Dog is 0 for 3 from the line. She'll have another one. Vikings are number 1 in free throw percentage. And as she hits 1 out of 2, Peru State is 14th. So they're at the bottom in free throw percentage. They win a lot of games or lose a lot of games to that free throw line. 3:37 to go. Lindsay Denny hands it off to Peterson. Peterson in for the first time. Where's number 1? Back to Denny. Baseline, 10-footer, good. Lindsay's having a very nice game. She now has 7.
I think Lindsay Denny needs to shoot the ball more often.
49-38. Here's a long 3. This one misses. Rebound McCoy brings it up the right side. Gets by a defender. Here she comes on the run. She's going to take this one in. Stop. 10-footer off the glass. No good. And the rebound is pulled down by Ross. Ross quickly to Maeda. Down the middle. Baseline jumper on the way. This one is no good. Ball tip comes away to Holland. Craig. She quickly brings it into the forecourt. Looks and finds Ramsey. Back to Crace at the top of the key. Drives left side to the basket with the right hand. No good. And Tessa Ramsey had a piece of that ball for a moment. Lost it. It's picked up by Maeda. 49-38. Here's Maeda. Into the corner. Another 3. Another one that's missed. Rebound Peterson. We'll check the numbers at the end of the quarter, and that percentage going way down now for the Bobcats. It's like get down and who can shoot it first.
And old coach from Oklahoma, I'll tell you about him in a minute.
Here's Dee Dee driving inside, and she's fouled before the shot.
The old coach from Oklahoma, Bob Stevens, I heard him, this was back in the late 60s, early 70s, I heard him speak. He said, my philosophy on offense, get down there quick, get a shot before you throw the ball away.
Yeah, there's bad things can happen, so shoot it. Now the foul was on Niebrug, her first. And the 4th team foul. Into Ramsey. 2:18 to go in the quarter. Peterson underneath. Ramsey in the lane. Drives to the right side.
Nice
off
drive.
the glass and scores. She just kept going across the lane. Nobody stopped her.
Good balance, and a nice soft touch on that shot.
Yeah, she has 7 points now. Niebrug into the corner. We're down to 1:58. Vikings up by 13. Driving inside, putting a shot at the glass, and no good is Kylie Johnson. There's a whistle. And they're going to reset the shot clock, and I think it's going to be Peru ball. Boyd Lockett in for the Vikings, and Robles back in for Peru.
I really think everybody dressed out on both teams has seen pretty good playing time here tonight.
Here comes Maddie McPhillips. She had 3 triples all in the first half. 1:51 to go, third quarter. Valley trying to break a 4-game losing streak. This Peru team's lost 5 in a row. Peru with the basketball. McPhillips has it. Now she gives it to Robles, and she drives the lane. She's fouled by Ashley Ward, and Ashley now has 4. So she may have to come right back
Ashley
out.
really did not need that one. That was kind of way out away from the ball and really didn't have a lot to do with the action. Need her in the game.
So Higa's going to come in. I think Ashley will sit for a while here at the end of the third quarter with her 4 fouls. Robles, first free throw is good.
You think a 13-point lead is safe, but especially against a 3-point shooting team, if they get hot, boy, they can bang a few very quickly.
They get hot and you turn it over a couple of times. Look out. Robles made the first one and misses the second one. Again, as I said, they do not shoot free throws very well. Now another foul, however, as the Vikings fight for the rebound.
Good hustle by, that was Kylie Johnson who got that offensive rebound. She'll be on the line for 2 shots.
Higa, I think, picked up the foul, her second. And that's going to bring Sierra Adams off the Viking bench. First free throw good by Kylie Johnson. Vikings, I mentioned, shoot 74% from the line coming in and doing a great job tonight. On the other hand, Peru State, Joe, just 61% from the line.
8 players have scored now on both teams.
Here's the second free throw by Johnson. She ups that average a little bit as she hits them both. And it's 51-41, 1:36 to go. Higa hands it off to Peterson. Peterson works the right side, looking in for Ramsey, not there. Back out to, gives it out front to Boyd Lockett. Back to Peterson. Peterson, free throw line extended. Back out between the top of the key to Boyd Lockett. Now they work at baseline to Higa. She puts up a shot and a foul before the shot, and that's the 5th foul.
Should be 2 shots for Michelet Higa.
I think McPhillips going to be called for that foul.
It's her 3rd. Michelet's first trip to the line.
Destiny Ross will check in. After this first free throw by Higa.
Michelet Higa Jr. out of Aiea, Hawaii. Probably mispronounced that.
Be a nice place to be. Here's
yeah,
the
it would
first
be.
point is good by Higa. Swisegood's going to check in. Ramsey will leave.
So Michelet becomes the 9th Viking to score.
So it's Sierra Adams, Peterson, Higa, Boyd Lockett, and Swisegood on the floor as we wind down the third quarter. Higa's second free throw, good. Gets them both. Good job. 53-41, 1:10 to go, third quarter. Maeda, high post to Williams, turns, faces the basket. Here's another 3 by Robles, and she misses this one. Fight for the rebound. Johnson has it, puts up a shot. It's blocked by Swisegood. It'll still belong to the Bobcats.
Say, Kylie Johnson just came off the bench for Peru State, but she's doing a good job on the offensive board. That's a couple of straight rebounds to keep possessions alive.
So with 54 seconds to go, Peru will have the ball. And 28 on the shot clock, 54.9 on the game clock. Robles has to get it in and does to Maeda. Now inside to Williams. Strong move to the right side of Swisegood is fouled on the drive by Swisegood, her second, I believe, and that'll put DeAndre Williams to the free throw line.
Williams 2 out of 2 so far in the game.
First free throw, no good.
I knew I'd jinx her.
I think with their 4, 5, 6, 7, they've made 10, missed 7. Make that one. So again, not a good free throw shooting team coming in. They're last in the conference. 53-42. 45 seconds to go. Higa, right side, stops the dribble. Give and go to Peterson on the lane, and she throws it up. A little teardrop, won't go down. Now with 35 seconds to go, here come the Wildcats. They quickly get it to Robles. Has a shot blocked out of bounds by Sierra Adams.
Number 22 blocked the other 22.
53-42, it's an 11-point game. Vikings have really been in control, but they just cannot really make that push. They need to put this one away. Robles out front. Maeda drives to the basket, puts up a shot, fouled by Higa, her third. And that's going to be 2 shots coming now for Maeda.
When Coach Tim Dixon, exactly right, he yells the girls, move your feet. That time too much reaching. And when you reach, you're going to get a foul. You get those feet set, you might draw an offensive foul.
Maeda at the line. Both teams shooting 2 in the last few seconds of the quarter, and she misses that free throw.
They continue to miss.
Men's game about 20 minutes after this one. This one is moving right along. Second free throw is good. Gets 1 out of 2. Does Maeda. She has 3 points off the line. 53-43. Little pressure, and here's Peterson. Gets the pass up court. Gives it off to Boyd Lockett. Vikings can work for the last shot. 14 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. They work it to the right side. Higa out front to Adams. Now down to 6. Adams back to Higa. Left-hander. Baseline won't go. Rebound pulled down by Ross, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. But a good job by the Vikings to hold on to that 10-point lead, or that they were up by 6 at the half.
38-32 at half.
So they have done a nice job of extending that 53-43. And Joe, the fourth quarter is when the Vikings have had some problems lately. In the fourth quarter, outscored 301 to 247. Let's change that tonight.
Well, and as long right now, Peru State bombing a lot of threes and missing them. You just got to hope we keep a hand in their face and they keep missing. We're gonna be in good shape. But you don't want to let them get on a roll here.
Well, their percentage is going way down now. They're now.
They were 6 out of 14 at halftime.
Yeah, they are now 7 out of 21. So they have shot 21.
They were
already.
1. So they were 1 out of 7. I guess that quarter.
33%. The Vikings 2 out of 7. Shooting percentages. Peru's down to 30% now. 12 out of 40. And the Vikings 37%. 19 out of 51. So nobody really lighting it up, but the Vikings have a 10-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Men's game about 20 minutes after this one. Should be fun. Peru and the Vikings always is when those teams get together. Valley, after a tough loss to Clark, needs a good win tonight.
And I believe we beat Peru in overtime in the men's game up at Peru. So both the men's and the women's game up in Peru, and that was back in November. Both those games went overtime, and the Vikings won both games.
We are starting the second time around in the conference.
Remember that Dylanek, Nate Dylanek for Peru State had, I think, 29 points the last time we played. He had everything he threw up. Maej Dylanek.
He had 29 points, and Hickson had 20 for Peru that night. Vikings have the ball. We're ready to go in the fourth quarter. Leading by 10, 9:58 to go. Just underway fourth quarter. Here's Dede. Top to Sierra Adams, brings it back out top of the key. Going to launch a three. It won't go. Air ball, as a matter of fact, and Petkova cannot save it as she crashes into the curtain that's drawn on the
good
south
hustle.
end of the
Good
gym.
hustle again by Veronica. So several times tonight she's jumped or dove out of bounds trying to save a loose ball.
So the ball comes back to the Bobcats. They trail by 10. Don't take anything for granted here. You have to continue to work, even though you have a 10-point lead. Couple of threes go down, and they're right back in it. Lone Dog off to Williams. She'll pop a 10-footer off the glass left side. Williams now has 9, and it's 53-45. McCoy brings it up the right side. Hands it off now for Adams. Adams to Ivanova. Ivanova around screen by Denny. Left side looks, tries to get it into Lindsay, not open.
Got to look for Lindsay. She was open after she came off that screen.
Petkova on the right wing. Out front to Lindsay. Top of the key for three. Got it. How about Lindsay Denny's offense tonight? She has 10 points now.
Once again, Lindsay's got to shoot more often. I think, she's only missed one shot, I think.
Missed one shot all night. 56-45. Now Williams dumps it down low. Lone Dog almost lost it. Gets it back. And that's going to be an offensive foul as she bumps into Petkova. It's her second foul. Vikings get possession.
I think that was a charge. Nice job of acting by Veronica Petkova.
Yeah,
she went
real
down
nice
hard.
job.
Yeah.
She went down hard. And so the
That's
Vikings
the same.
get it back.
Somebody bumps you, you fall back and go, oh!
Yep.
And you'll get that call a lot of times.
And go down. 56-45. Ivanova off to Adams. Adams gives it off to Denny. Now to Petkova in front of the Viking bench. Driving to the right side. Nothing there for the Vikings, so they give it to Denny. She'll drive in, and she's fouled by Lone Dog. That's her third, and that's going to put Lindsay Denny at the free throw line.
Yeah, Lindsay, nice head and shoulder fake that time. Put the ball on the deck and took it right to the rack. And very aggressive offensive move. Let's see if LD can knock down a couple of free throws here.
Her first trip to the line has 10 points. Good game for Lindsay tonight, and misses the first free throw. After tonight, the Vikings go to Culver, then the long trip to Mount Mercy next Wednesday, and our next broadcast on the Viking Sports Network, if she hits the second free throw, will be a week from Saturday when Graceland's in.
We haven't seen Graceland. Haven't seen them. They've played very well this year. The men have.
And they are ranked this week for the first time in a long time. Here's Williams. Low block. Good, strong move on Lindsay Denny. Scores and is fouled. That was just a good, strong move by Williams. Just took it right at Lindsay. Lindsay was trying to back away, but got the foul and won.
Good, strong move by a good, strong girl.
Yep. Good play. 57-47. Lindsay saying, hey, wait a minute. She initiated the contact. That was a pretty good move, and she hits the free throw.
Lindsay, I think, said that she got her with an elbow under the chin, bit her tongue or her lip, maybe.
57-48. That lead is 9. Here's Denny on the left wing. 8 minutes to go in this one. Vikings trying to break a 4-game losing streak. Petkova inside the lane. Back to Didi. Drives that right side. Misses the shot. Ball pinballs all the way out to Sierra Adams. Gives it off to Ivanova. The Vikings reset. Shot clock resets. Petkova now to Denny.
Take it, Lindsay. Take that shot.
That shot from about 17. Here's Petkova. Puts the head and shoulders down. Drives to the basket. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Denny, and as she's lying on the floor with the ball, Tim Dixon takes a timeout, so the Vikings will have possession. Good hustle again by Lindsay Denny.
Yeah, Lindsay, this might be her best game of the year so far.
She is really playing well tonight. Taking a look at a couple of numbers for you as we are at 7:32 to go. The Vikings now at 38%, 20 out of 53, and Peru 33%, 14 out of 42. So they are really struggling to put that ball in the hole here in this second half, as they had 32 points at the half and have only put 16 on the board so far. They are in the bottom of the conference, 2-11, and the Vikings, Avalon, Graceland, all 3-9. Grandview is at Clark tonight, Mid-America at Culver, Graceland at Benedictine, William Penn at Mount Mercy, CMU at Baker. There's the big game tonight. And Evangel will be at Avila tonight, and of course Peru is here. 7:32 left in game number 1. Thanks to Lindsay Denny's hustle, the Vikings have the ball. Ivanova underneath will inbound, gives it in to Adams. She'll launch a 3. That one rims in and out. And
good look. Good look. Just rolled around the rim and came out.
Oh, on the other's way, here comes Maeda. Maeda, high post to Williams. Williams fires a pass underneath, knocked away by Adams, and taken away by McCoy, and now she's fouled.
And Williams just kind of clotheslined Didi McCoy there right at midcourt, and that's going to be her 4th foul.
Her 4th foul. And Harlan Craze will come back in, 5'10" junior. She's going to replace Lindsay Denny. A nice job by Lindsay Denny tonight in double figures with 11. Came in averaging 4 points a game. Ivanova into Petkova. Give it off now to McCoy. McCoy, free throw line. Tries to get around a screen, not there. Into Petkova. Here, a little turnaround, no good, just a little short.
Veronica having tough shooting luck right now. Getting some good shots, just not converting.
Williams with the rebound. Now they're working underneath the lone dog. Steps around, nice
nice
reverse
move,
layup,
yeah.
got it. Her first bucket, she has 3, and it's 57-50. Down to a 7-point game.
That's an athletic move that time. Nice reverse layup by Stevie Lone Dog.
Ivanova off to Petkova. Holds it, gives it back to Ivanova. She'll drive left side. Back away in front of the Viking bench, 6:30 to go. Petkova tries to force a pass underneath to Didi, and stepping around, picking up the foul.
Niebrug, I think if looks indicated anything, she's the one that fouled.
She didn't think she did. And that is the 4th team foul. The Vikings have only committed 1 foul here in the 4th quarter. So Holland Craze will inbound it. And throws it away, threw it right to Garou.
Only a 7-point game right now, Ken.
Yeah, bucket here, and look out. Williams gives it off to Lone Dog. Drives right side, kicks it off for a 3. It won't go. Ball out of bounds, belongs to whom? Last
Vikings,
I think Niebrug. 6:13 to go.
Need a basket right here. Let's get this thing back up to 9, maybe 10.
Yeah, get this thing up there where it's kind of manageable. Didi McCoy down the lane, kicks it out. Holland Craze
there we
for
go.
3, buries it on the wing on the right side.
Didi McCoy, nice penetration, kicked the ball out to Holland Craze on the wing, and she buried it.
Now they turn it over to the Bobcats as the pass for Williams taken away by Craze. She wants to run the floor. Nowhere to go. She'll dribble through the lane, give it off to Petkova. Around to Adams. Adams on the right side, about the same spot where Craze hit that 3. She'll bring it back to the top of the key. She'll try a 3. That's way off the mark, but Petkova gets the offensive rebound, and it goes in, and she got a little fist pump just to say, I finally got one to stay down.
That's Veronica's first basket of the second half.
62-50, the Vikings have opened up a 12-point lead again.
Yeah, they've scored the last 5. That's big. Get this thing back up to 12. It was down to 7, and Peru State had the ball.
Yeah. Adams comes out with 4 fouls. Ashley Ward back in. Peru with a basketball, but that lead back in double digits at 12.
Ivanova hit the deck. No call, and there shouldn't have been a call.
Niebrug with a long 3 that won't go, and now McCoy hits the deck.
That should put Didi on the line for 2 shots.
And they're going to call
foul Williams. I think Williams just fouled out of the game.
They're going to call it on Garou.
It's all on Garou instead, okay.
That's her second.
So that'll put Didi on the line for 2, I think.
Didi with 9 points.
Anna Trost comes back in for the Vikings.
Trost will check in. 5:13 to go. Free throw by Didi is good. She's 5 for 5. Vikings, a very good free throw shooting team.
Didi in double figures now. I've got her with 10.
Vikings 13 out of 16.
Averages 16.3 points a game.
And the lead grows to 14. That may be the largest lead the Vikings have had.
Good to see them hit those free throws.
Good to have this lead late in the game. Now underneath, they get it to Niebrug. She cuts down the baseline and scores. Her first 2-point field goal. She now has 11. 64-52, 4:59 to go. Petkova working the right side, trying to clear some space there. Back out front to Didi. McCoy with a left-handed dribble around the screen by Trost. In the lane, tries to flip up the shot, and it's blocked by Williams. Out of bounds. Vikings will have it with 13 on the shot clock.
That's risky block by Williams. She has 4 fouls.
Ivanova will trigger it in, being guarded on the baseline by Maeda. In it comes to Petkova, now to Trost, out to Ivanova. 8 on the shot clock. Ivanova left side, backdoor cut to Ward in the lane, and she dribbled it out of bounds. Good idea. Ivanova trying to get it to Ward. The pass just a little in front of her. She picked it up. She dribbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, you think maybe Ashley should have gone ahead and taken that shot. Went down the baseline, and she's good around that basket.
64-52, 4:33 to go. Vikings trying to break a 4-game losing streak. Into Williams, and Trost with a foul. That's only the second foul on the Vikings. So Tross picks up her first. And the Bobcats will inbound it into Robles in the lane.
Oh, she double dribbled, I think. No call.
They still have it into Williams. Turns. Works on Dede. Spins. Kicks it back out to Robles. Baseline. Good defense by the Vikings as they chase those shooters. Swinging around to the right side. Now it's tipped and taken away by McCoy. Another Bobcat turnover. Dede, free throw line. Off to Ivanova. 4 minutes to go. Vikes up 64-52. Ivanova working the right side. Lobs it to Tross. Tross turns, faces the basket, takes it in the lane, and throws it away. Throws the ball right to Niebrug. She'll take it right side all the way. Missed the layup. Petkova saves it on the
Niebrug might be hurt. I'm not sure.
She's kind of limping as she gets up, going to stay in the game. Here comes Dede, free throw line. No look pass to Trost, and she blows an easy one.
Great pass.
Oh.
Great pass, though, by Deidre McCoy. A no-look pass on a Trost wide open.
Just couldn't hit it. 64-52, 3:27 to go. Williams' shot is short, and Trost picks up the rebound in the corner. 3:18 to go. Quickly, Vikings get it into Ward. Back out to Ivanova, high post Trost. Turns, gives it back to Ivanova in front of the Viking bench. Right-handed dribble, keeps it alive. Good point guard, good ball handler. Takes a three. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Trost with a rebound into Petkova, and she scores. Petkova gets the bucket. She has 9 now. It's 66-52. Vikings up by 14, looking pretty good with 2:56.
Well, I take in, you like the play of Veronica Petkova. Not a good shooting night for her, but she keeps hustling. She's been hitting the boards, going after loose balls. That time broke right down the middle, got an offensive rebound, and stuck it right back in.
Vikings have taken, Joe, 61 shots, so shooting 38%, 24 out of 63.
What's Peru State from beyond the arc?
Beyond the arc now, 7 out of 23, 30%.
So they're 1 out of, what, 9, I think, this half. 1 out of 9 this half, yeah.
And they're shooting only 33%, 16 out of 49. A stat Tim Dixon's going to like. The Vikings have only turned it over 10 times tonight. They've been in the 20 range in several of these games.
They've only turned it over 10 times, and I think they're going to have a pretty significant rebounding edge. Those are 2 statistics you like to see.
Right now they have a 3 rebounding
Only 3,
edge.
Not as much as I thought.
They have the lead, and we're under 3 minutes to go. Here's a 3 on the way. This one is no good. Rebound Petkova, long pass down to McCoy. And
good decision by Dede to back it out.
She could have taken it in 1-on-2 and said, no, we have a 14-point lead. Now underneath to Ward, wide open, scores. Nice pass from Petkova. Ward scores. She has 15.
I'm going to call her MIB, Money in the Bank.
She is really playing well. In fact, scored 38 points combined her last 2 games, and now she's added 15 to that total tonight. Into Lone Dog, baseline, free throw line. Baseline again as they move the ball around, miss another shot. Rebound underneath, however, to Cooper in the lane. Now taken away by Ward. Ward looks down court. Petkova was there, and now she'll slow it down.
Right to good shape, under 2 minutes.
Yep. So it looks like that 4-game losing streak is going to come to an end, and Valley will move to 4-9 in league play. And Peru will fall to 2-12. Out front, Petkova fires a 3.
There we go. There we go.
If there's any doubt about the game, that just did it. 71-52, and that stretches it to a 19-point lead.
Veronica in double figures with 12 now.
And now another turnover. Dede has it, and now Peru saying, let's go home. With a minute 28, they're going to fall to 2-12 in league play. The Vikes are going to be 4-9. Big win. Lindsay off to Ward. Ward drives left side. Foul by Cooper.
See that nice soft flip shot? They fouled her before the shot, but boy, she finished very well that time, and she'll be on the line for 2 now.
Cooper picks up the foul. Ashley, 38 points over the last 2 games. Season high 10 free throws against Avila. The first of 2-game periods.
Annette Peterson about to check in for the Vikings, and Ashley knocks down the first, and I've got her 6 out of 6 from the line tonight.
16 points. So she's been average. Well, if she hits this one, it'll be about average. The last 3 games, including this one, she's averaging about 17 points a game.
Well, this is a good win for the Viking team. Let's hope this propels them to another win Saturday, and then we've got Mount Mercy and Grace and a couple of other winnable games coming up if the Vikes play well.
72-52. Tim Dixon going to his bench now. Team up by 20. Vikings average 67 points a game. They have 72 tonight. That free throw, no good.
First miss for Ashley tonight.
Vikings doing a tremendous job from the line again. Into the corner, another three. This one is no good. Swisegood had the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it will belong to the Vikings with 1:09 to go.
All you say about Peru, live by the three, die by the three. And they lived by it in the first half, and they're pretty well destructed by it in the second half.
Ashley Ward checks out. 16 points tonight for Ashley. Again, averaging about 17 points a game in her last 3 games.
Good job by Lockett. Splits the double team.
And now the ball knocked away from her by Niebrug, but it'll still be Viking ball with 1:03 to go. We'll talk to the coach quickly, and then we're going to get set for game number 2 tonight. Adams inbounds to Boyd Lockett in backcourt. Boyd Lockett will take her time, give it off to Holland Craze. Now to Peterson, to Adams. Tim is still working hard in front of the bench. Swisegood, high post, holds it, hands it off now to Craze. Open for 3, high arching shot, no good, just a little strong.
Holland hit a big shot, though. Holland stretched that 7-point lead to 10 with a 3 not that long ago. That was a big shot to break this game open.
72-52, and now the ball knocked away by Boyd Lockett.
35 seconds left.
Maeda trying to get inside. Only 20 points in the second half for Peru. McPhillips in the corner. She had a big first half. Throws up a wild shot, won't go. Rebound, however, comes down to the Bobcats. They miss yet another shot. Here's a long 3 on the way. This one won't go. Rebound to Adams. The Vikings now can run out the clock. 20 points in the second half for Peru, and the Vikings are going to break their 4-game losing streak. 72-52 is going to be the final, and that will do it as the Vikings dribble it out for the basketball. Sierra Adams, 72-52. Vikings win it to improve in conference play to 4-9. We'll be back to go over the scoring and talk to the coach in just a moment.
Let's go inside the mind of a 10-year-old.
I should have worn those earrings today. I like those earrings. Gabby has those awesome earrings. I need to ask her where she got those, but that's just what she would want me to do. I'll have Michaela ask her for me.
Buckle up, Sarah.
Yeah, but then Michaela will be like, why don't you just ask her yourself? That's just like Michaela.
Sarah, buckle up.
Michaela's such a great name. I wish I was called Michaela. There's like a dozen Sarahs in my class.
Hey, we're not hitting the road until you buckle up, honey.
Oh yeah, seatbelt. I forget sometimes because my brain is like busy, you know? I wonder if there's pizza at school today.
Sometimes it can be tough to get through to your kids, but it's not impossible. Always make sure they're wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Remember, you have the keys, you have the power. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
We are back to Grover C. Redford Gymnasium on the campus of Missouri Valley College. Tim Dixon will join us for a few moments. Coach, 72-52. Nice win for you tonight. And I'll tell you what, you jumped out to a 9-0 lead, and the lead got down to 6 or 5 a couple of times, but you were in control the entire night. You have to like that.
Yeah, really excited. Kids played well, and we worked on some things all week to get ready for their press, and the reality is that's what built us up that lead. It was, like you said, 9-0 or 11-2 by the time they kind of got out of that press. So, we kept that lead the whole game, and the thing I'm the most happiest about is we actually had 10 turnovers. That's the lowest all year. As a matter of fact, that might be one of the lowest that we've ever had since I've been here. So really happy for the kids. They deserve to win. I hate Peru, and so this is my rivalry game, and so I'm really glad that we took it to them.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I mentioned that earlier. Only 10 turnovers. That's big. And your free throw, you lead the conference in free throw percentage, and again did it again tonight.
Yeah,
that's big for you.
Yeah, 81%. Really excited about that. And we spend a lot of time shooting, and you can't tell sometimes in games, but we do a lot of time shooting and a lot of time shooting free throws. And so it's paying off for us, and 81% really happy. But, another big stat, and you probably going to mention it, that I just noticed, we held them 29%. We held them 18% in the second half.
Yeah,
so again, our defense is, we're playing good. We're in the top 25 in the nation. The kids just got to have that confidence again. Hopefully this will give it to them. Again, I'm just super excited because I'm talking real fast. So I apologize.
How about the play of Lindsay Denny? I tell you what, I thought maybe her best overall game. In my opinion, she needs to shoot the ball more. She would have got a nice evening.
I've been yelling at her for years to just catch the ball and shoot it. And some of these kids, they're so used to faking, and it doesn't go anywhere at this level. Only time a good fake works is at Division I. Here, it doesn't really work very well because they lay off you, and so there's nowhere to go. So, I'm excited, and I'll tell you, and I've said this, Lindsay Denny has been one of the best choices I think I've ever made as a college coach, and I'm glad she's here. Great teammate. She's a great blue kid, and really just love her and appreciate what she brings to the team every day. Every day. She's never sad about anything.
All right, Coach, good win tonight. Let's keep it up now.
Yep,
let's go to Colton and get another one.
Thanks, guys.
All right, you betcha. Tim Dixon joins us, 72-52. We'll go over the scoring quickly, and then we're going to get you ready for the men's contest. So we'll get Joe All in here to give us a couple of scores. I think you have a final stat sheet there. It looks like it. Yeah, there's your final stat sheet. Let's run. Is that it? I believe that's it. Yeah, let's run over the scoring real quickly, and then we'll get ready for the men's game.
Well, Ken, what great balance for the Vikings. 4 players in double figures. Ashley Ward with 16, Veronica Petkova with 12, Lindsay Denny and Deidre McCoy each with 11. 7 points in the game for Tessa Ramsey, 6 for Devin Swisegood, all in the first half. 3 points for Holland Craze, hit that big 3. 2 points each for Anna Tross, Michele Higa, and I think Dasha Ivanova also with 2. So good balance. 3 players in double figures for Peru State. The leading scorer with 12 was Deandra Williams. She had 12, then 11 each for Abigail Niebrug and Maddie Phillips.
All right, so that'll do it. We're going to get ready for the men's game. Women win it by the score of 72-52. This broadcast copyrighted by the Mass Communications Department of the Communications, Humanities, and Human Services Division, Missouri Valley College, for the private use of our audience. Any retransmission or the use of the content of the broadcast without the express written consent of Missouri Valley College is prohibited. And thanks also to the sponsorship of Marshall Chrysler Jeep Dodge. They'll provide transportation for Joe and I when we're on the road covering Missouri Valley athletic events. Women win it, break the 4-game losing streak. Let's take a quick break on the Viking Sports Network. We'll be back with the men's contest in about 15 minutes.